nature.
Welcome to the studio. Come on in. Welcome to the studio. If you like making things with colorful yarn and you like nature and learning new things, you are in the right place.
We are Color Me Happy Fiber Art Studio, and I'm Linda.
And I'm Michelle, and we are natural dyers from Fishers, Indiana. And this is our monthly studio show where we talk about what we're working on, what's in our dye pots, and what we're excited about.
Yeah.
So welcome or welcome back. So we have Josie with us today in the studio. And
I think Josie needs some knitted accessories.
she does. She's almost bald now. She got a haircut yesterday. I'm sorry. Did that make you feel bad? Yeah. Whoops.
Maybe she feels good because she's cool and light.
I think she's cooler and lighter, but they took off her eyebrows because I forgot to tell them to save. I love long, bushy eyebrows.
Look at her little face.
I know. Oh. Even on Rich, I like when his eyebrows are long.
Really?
Yeah, and on the way home from the haircut, I said, oh, I wanted her eyebrows to look like yours. And I looked at him, and he had just gotten a haircut, and they shaved his eyebrows.
That's so funny.
So they both look the same. Anyway, she is now calmer enough to hang out in the studio while we get work done, and she sleeps.
Right.
Or chews on her bone. So Linda, what are you excited about?
Well, of course, I am excited about our natural dye trip to France, which is coming up in just a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, by the time we film our August show, we'll be back. We'll have to film it right after we get back.
Right. Or while we're still
or
in France.
while we're in France.
I think that might be a good
be
one.
really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, now the wheels are turning. We'll have to film it in France. Yeah, so of course I'm excited about that. I am also excited because the week before I'm going to go to Ireland with my family, with my husband and our daughter and son-in-law. Our son, sadly, doesn't get to go. So sorry. He'll get to go on another trip. He's working.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to work. Yes, and I was talking to people at work about this, and I realized it is only the second time in my working career that I've taken 2 weeks off in a row. And the last time I took 2 weeks off in a row was when my son was 12. He's now 30, and he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So it was not a good reason
It wasn't a
to take
vacation.
2 weeks off.
Yeah.
No, I have never taken a 2-week vacation. Isn't that pitiful?
Wow.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to a 2-week vacation from work also, believe me.
Yeah. It sounds like you need it.
Yes. Yes, that feels like a good thing to do. So I'm looking forward to both of those things. But I am really looking forward to the natural dye class too that we're going to do with Michelle Garcia in France.
I know.
That's part of our naturally dyed wool community led by our friend Jean Haley.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested, you can Google that and find it online and join.
Yeah, I'll put the links down below in the description box.
Yeah.
Too.
What are you excited about?
Well, one recent past thing I'm excited about is that I went to New York with a lady, and she found the perfect wedding dress for her. So that was really neat to see the joy on her face. You know, she found
that's really special.
Dress,
and the whole experience is special.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't get to do that very often. And usually, I mean, they take good care of you because you're spending a lot of money. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You get a glass of champagne, those fun things.
Yes. We didn't do the champagne.
Oh, I had champagne when I was looking for my daughter's dress.
That gives me a headache. So
okay.
I just took water.
Okay.
But we were offered it. And we went to 3 different places, and they treat you, it was such a different experience at each place, but it was, each one of them treated a lady like she was the princess.
Right.
And it was really fun.
Yeah.
And I got to meet our future in-laws. And that was a lot of fun.
Had you met them before?
No.
Oh, wow. That's big then.
Yeah, they live in New Jersey, and we're in Indiana, so we hadn't had a
met.
chance to
That went well.
overlap.
Of course, you're
Yeah.
on camera. You can't say that it didn't go well.
Yeah, but they are just delightful. And part of our family are Italian and from New Jersey.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're Italian and from New Jersey. And so it felt like this automatic connection.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
And we had that same connection with Joe when he first started dating Elaine.
Oh, that's so special.
Yeah.
That's fun. That is something to be excited about.
Yeah. And then another thing I'm excited about, making sure I don't drop a stitch.
Are you excited about dropping a stitch?
Not dropping a stitch, but when I get to the end of this row, I'm going to be joining this to the front to the back.
The front to the back. That is a big step.
Yeah. So that's really exciting.
That is fun.
Yeah.
That is fun. Do you want to talk about what's on your needles since you're working on it
Since
right
I'm
now?
working on it right now and fixing my drop stitch. So I'm at the, I'm in the zone of the last lace stripe before I join it back. This is the Marigold Tee.
And it's a side-to-side construction.
Side-to-side construction, and that's why I picked it. I mean, I picked it because it was just so cute, but I also wanted to try a new design.
Now, have you like
feature.
tried it on? Because
No.
that makes the try-on process different. So you haven't tried to like slip half of it on and make sure you like the fit of it?
No, I could do that on camera when I get to the end of this. I
Yes,
can
but
put my head through.
If you're ready to join, it might be a little late if you don't like the fit.
Oh, well, the good thing about that is you could either frog back, or what I would do is change it on the sides. I don't know what I'm doing.
Now you're having trouble.
Okay, so it'll be, that'll be one arm.
Yeah.
This will be the other shoulder is gonna join right there.
Right.
And this guy, oh, he's hooked to the,
Oh, it's hooked up here.
it's hooked.
Okay, so it's just gonna look funny there.
It'll look funny.
It's not a crop top.
But I think it's gonna fit perfectly
It does
because
look like it's gonna fit
this
really
will
well.
join to the back.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna fit well.
Yeah. I
That's
think it'll
really
be perfect.
cute.
Yeah,
I like the vertical stripes.
that's fun. I do too.
That's
I
really
thought it
fun.
would be flattering.
You're gonna wear it to France?
Of course. It won't be too hot there. Well, right now
It's not. It's been really nice.
Yeah.
I've been watching it on the weather.
So they occasionally will have a super hot day,
Uh-huh.
but it's usually cool there, even in the summer.
Like 10 degrees cooler than where we are. Is
Yeah.
what it seems like it's been for a high.
And when they have rain, it's like the soft, misty rain. And they don't have very many mosquitoes or
So it's like
bugs.
the perfect place.
It's the perfect place. I think so. Okay, so that's what's on my needles.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you? What are you working on? As if I didn't know. But-
Yeah, you know what I'm working on? Because I'm working on the kimono cardigan. So I joined the knit along for the kimono cardigan since I had never made one. And it's looked like such a fun, versatile piece. So I am working on that, and I did the back and the right shoulder. So I am working on the left shoulder. So it will be, I'll just fold it up, something like this.
So pretty. I love those greens.
Yeah, I really like the greens also. And I'm doing the 3-color version. She has multiple versions of this sweater. So I will join, and shortly after I join, I will start with a different color of Surrey silk. So this is Knitting for Olive Pure Merino in pea shoots, and this is our Surrey silk in the color Spring.
Yeah.
And then I switch to a blue, and then I switch to a dark green for the bottom. So it'll be like a fade.
Okay.
So, I have my, maybe we showed the swatch last time. Here's
I
my
can't remember
swatch.
if we showed that.
With the
So
green at the
pretty. It
top,
looks so
the blue in the
subtle
middle.
on the screen.
Yeah, the
doesn't
blue
it?
is very subtle, especially. But that's what I was kind of going for, is that sort of subtle fade. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun knitting this, and we had a fun Zoom knit along meetup, which was good that we did because a couple of people had made the same measurement error and they hadn't knit long enough in the front piece. So they were able to correct that without having done too much. So
Yeah.
that was fun, and we just had a good time on Zoom this week. So that was kind of a special evening event. We don't usually have one of those.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I will be restarting mine as soon.
You kind of paused yours because
Yeah.
you were ahead before we started to do the knit along. Yeah.
Right. I paused for people for the knit along to catch up, but it looks like you have passed me because I did one shoulder.
You did a little bit on the left shoulder, but not this much. You haven't gone that far.
I just did the right shoulder and stopped.
Oh, you stopped. Okay.
I need to pick up the left shoulder.
Okay.
And do that.
That'll be good though, because a lot of people haven't picked up the left shoulder yet, and that if they haven't done that before, it's just a little bit of a different technique.
So I'm going to do that on Sunday. And what I was trying to do was to get this at least joined back.
Right.
So that I could take it off my brain and then go on autopilot.
And your Marigold Tee is in our Pure Merino fingering, is that right?
Yes. Yes, I wanted to try something that was non-superwash merino for a summer top because I usually think of wool as a winter fall thing. Right. But wool is supposed to also keep you cool in the summer.
Especially
and
if it's knit at kind of a loose gauge.
Yeah.
I don't know what needle size you're using.
3 and 5.
3 and 5. So it's a fairly loose gauge for a fingering weight yarn. And it's got the lace in it.
It's got the lace in it.
Yeah. So I think that'll work for us. I mean, except for the recent days we've been having where it's like a heat index of over 100, maybe. It wouldn't work for that.
I know. On Wednesday, I tried on that sample that Hannah crocheted with us. Yeah. She crocheted that for us. And I had that on for the photo shoot and I was just sweating. I wanted to get some beautiful greenery in the background and have the trees, and it was not the day to do that. But okay, I think I'm ready to join, I have to stop knitting.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else on your needles that you want to talk about? I do not have anything else on my needles at the moment. I've been contemplating my next thing to start.
Okay, well, I'll say my other thing on my needles is related to my spinning as well.
Yes, you've been doing a bunch of spinning.
Yeah, so my breed study is coming along, and this is another knit square. This is with Cormo, and this is from our Westfield Woolies.
Westfield Woolies Cormo.
Yeah,
nice.
And it's something that I spun 2 summers ago.
Oh, really?
I processed it when we first got it. But I hadn't plied this bobbin, so I did a chain ply during this Tour de France and Tour de Fleece. So I chain plied it, and I'm making a little square. And I picked one that had a little bit of texture because I thought the 3-ply would show some of the texture better. My other one, the last one I did was a 2-ply, so I did a lace.
Is the chain ply something you do very often?
Not as often. I usually do a 2-ply, just 2 bobbins together. The chain ply, as I have found out from my friend Nellie, can get overspun easily, and I have overspun parts of this. Overplied parts of this.
So meaning they're twisted too tightly together?
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually for a Cormo or a Merino, that's not so bad because it sort of protects it a little from the pilling. If you have more
if it's
twist
a little looser,
in it. Yeah, if it's looser, it's more likely to pill.
And would you say Cormo or Merino are more likely to pill than some of the other
because
breeds?
They're super fine.
Because they're so fine.
Yeah, or they can be super fine. These are very fine.
So if this is a layman non-spinner, for all of you non-spinners out there, let's see if this is correct. So if the wool is super soft next to skin, that means that the fibers are smaller and they may pill more. They're finer fibers.
They're often finer, but sometimes you can have one that's like a medium wool. But if it's spun or plied loosely, it's still soft. When things are prickly,
The coarser
it could be
wools,
a coarse wool.
are they less likely to pill? Or does it depend on how they're spun? I guess this was where I was going in my head.
I think they're less likely to pill. They're usually
stick
longer
together more.
staple length too.
And they kind of grab together more.
Yeah,
I
think so.
That's what I was wondering. How the microns of the fiber and the way it's spun interact to make it either likely or less likely to pill.
Yeah. The short fibers can like fluff out more, where your long fibers, if you think of the twist and they're kind of captured in there over the long, they're flatter. There's less stuff.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's another square
Nice.
that I'm working on. And then I have a lot of spinning work in progress.
Yes.
Because today is the last day of Tour de Fleece?
Tour de France?
Tour de France.
I think so. I thought I heard that on the radio this morning.
Okay.
There was controversy about the way the final stage was set up this year. Oh. That's what I heard.
Okay. Well, this is one of my things. This is actually a finished product from my spinning.
Right.
But not yet knit. And this is from...
I love those colors.
I do too. This is from Into the World.
WHIRLED.
Yeah. And I talked about them last time. I just love their colorways. And I like to do it as a fractal spin where one is long color changes and the other one's shorter. And it's just so much fun. So this is that spring, sprang, sprung colorway.
That's really beautiful.
And then my other one that's in here is actually drying. This one is the one.
Up somewhere?
Yeah, this is my attempt at spinning thicker than normal.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's really beautiful too.
Yeah.
Those are, when I see those colors, I think of those as your colors.
Yeah, I love
Those
these
blues and
colors.
purples.
This is from Dyer's Wool, and it is a Rambouillet, just Rambouillet. So it's a very airy, fluffy type of yarn. Rambouillet is a descendant of a merino or a type of merino, but it came from the merino lines.
That's
And
nice.
so soft. Now you can see
It's a little bit of a thick and thin.
a little bit of a thick and thin, inconsistent, but that's okay. And
That's some of the beauty of handspun, right?
yeah, so I've got some film of this, of me unwinding it and stuff. I wasn't sure how I wanted to ply it and what I wanted to do with it. And so I decided to do a center pull ball where you take it off your spinning bobbin and cake it up, and then you take the inside and the outside and you ply it together.
Okay.
And I thought, well, that'll be easy to do a 2-ply, and I had already put it all on one bobbin, so that's what I was going to do. Then I started looking into it, and the twist, it affects your twist, because the one that comes from the inside gets more twisty than the one that comes from the outside.
That makes sense.
And I almost redid it and put it on other bobbins because I knew it would make it kind of inconsistent or thick and thin.
Like if you had it on 2 different bobbins that were the same size, then it would be more consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
But one of these might have a little more twist in it than the other. And that's okay, because when you knit it, it's just gonna add texture to your knitting, so
Do
it's
you
not
know
gonna.
what you want to make with it?
No, I have no
Okay.
idea.
So
That's how, when I spin, I
it's
usually
just all
spin for
about
the joy
the
of
joy
spinning.
of spinning and the color
And
coming
the
together.
colors or the texture.
And
I'm liking
then-
my breed study, even though it has no dyed
Mhm.
color, it's still the textures, different
Right,
textures are
right.
fun.
So then after it's done, you'll sit with it for a while and have a sense of what you might want to make with it.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do a little swatching and then see what it wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they sit for years.
And that, well, they're
Okay.
just beautiful.
Yeah, I have them as decoration.
Right. They can sit in a bowl and be attractive.
Yeah. So that's it for
Okay.
my projects.
Okay. We've been kind of busy in the garden. We've had a good amount of rain this year.
Yeah.
So we're late July and it has not been dry yet. So the garden has really been kind of booming. And since our last video, we harvested weld.
Yes.
So it is drying in the garage.
Yep, that's down. Our indigo.
We've used some indigo
Yeah.
for
I've
fresh
done,
indigo dyeing.
done some dyeing with that. So that's coming along.
And you may be seeing pictures of drying marigolds and coreopsis. They are at the height of their production. And
Yeah.
Michelle has them here and I have them at my farm. And so I had to recently go to a 4th tier on my screen of drying racks because I have so much out there.
So many, yeah. Okay, here's a question.
Mhm.
And I actually don't know the answer to this. Is we've picked our flowers, and before we get them on the screen, someone forgets about them and leaves them on the back patio, and then there's a huge rainstorm,
Yeah.
and they're still in the basket,
Uh-huh.
but they've had rain and heat and rain
Uh-huh.
for maybe a day or two.
This is just a theoretical question.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Would they still give dye, or could that rain?
Oh, I think they would.
They would.
Yeah, because they're not going to heat up that much, and they're not sitting
In water.
in water. I mean, the water probably if the person used a basket that had holes in it,
Yes.
then they wouldn't be sitting in water, even if they had little drops of water on them. I think the main thing would be to make sure they didn't get moldy.
Yeah.
So I would take those and lay them out really spread apart from each other on a screen and let them dry. And if they get moldy, toss them. And if they don't get moldy, which I don't think they would, then they'd be fine.
Okay. Well, that theoretical person did part of that. And then there were some clumps that were just too big that I just fed them back to the coreopsis garden.
Yeah, they can always go back into the cycle of life and
Yes.
nurture the plants that are there.
Okay. That's what I...
Plus, we don't usually have, with our last couple years of garden, we have not gotten into a situation where we were really low on one of those.
No.
So losing a few is not, a disaster.
No, that is definitely true.
I still have my coreopsis at home separated because I ended up having this variant plant. This was a native coreopsis that self-seeds, and one of the plants came up this year and makes flowers that are totally maroon, not yellow and maroon. I suspect they'll dye the same color because we've tested that with marigolds before. So I suspect that doesn't matter. But just for fun, I've kept them separate on the drying rack.
Okay.
So at some point, we'll do some mini skeins or something with
Do a
the
little test.
usual coreopsis and with the red coreopsis just for fun.
Okay. I can't wait to see how that turns out.
I suspect it will not be any different. That's my prediction. But we'll see. You don't know until you try.
No.
Yeah. So that's what's in the garden.
Yeah.
We've been dyeing reds.
Yes.
So that's what's been in the dye pots.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot of things in the dye pots. So maybe, I don't know what we want to talk about there. We're not going to say what the red is for because that's a surprise.
Yeah.
But we have been working on some shades of red and doing some old favorite reds too.
Yes. Okay. I went too far. Dang it. All right. I have to think back.
Okay.
It's harder. So this one is not, this is a pattern that changes on every row.
Yeah.
It's probably not one I should do while we're filming.
I know. When I did the squares for the blanket for the person at our church that we were all making squares for, and I think we talked about this last month.
Yeah.
That almost all of them were like that because I used pattern cards also, like these little pattern cards. You can see that, the one Michelle's using. And then they have the instructions on the back. But most of them do change frequently. It's a little hard to read unless you're doing a whole bunch of that pattern like in a sweater. So I had to just look at them each time as well.
Mm-hmm. These are good Scrabble knitting because Rich takes a while for his turn. And
So you can look at the row.
I put it, like that. And then I can figure out what row I'm on.
Yeah.
Okay, but not while I'm talking.
Not while you're talking.
So other things in the dye pot, we actually have done a lot of embroidery floss recently, and I was putting together some kits with Avery, who is another person who helps us in the studio and also happens to be Jacob's girlfriend. So Avery was putting some colors together for some sets, and then yesterday I happened to be on a call for spinners doing a live sale, which is only our second time doing a live video sale, so that was fun. And I just happened to show some of the kits that we were putting together with the colors, and they asked, "Oh, do you have more colors?" And I said, "Oh, do we have more colors?" I'm gonna actually
You want to get
show
them?
you. So I came back with this box, and here they are. Oh, this is kind of backwards, I guess. Each shelf is a whole section, of colors. And
Let's put them in.
yeah,
There you go.
kind of like these trays.
Yeah.
And it's
They're really
just
fun.
so
They're
joyous
just, yeah,
to see
the
them all
color is
together.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's like the Crayola box of crayons when you're a kid, and it's like, oh, look at all those
Look
colors.
at all those colors
What
together.
can I do?
Yeah.
What can I do?
Oh,
with
now I
those?
can't get my drawer back in. Anyway, we had been focused on these little kits with like 5 to go with the
Let's check it out. What is going on? There we go.
all right. Anyway, we had been focused on these 2 oh, this bottom one is probably put in wrong.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Aha.
We gotta be smarter than the box.
Well, you do.
No?
No, is that
Is this
off?
one?
I think that one's off on the other side now. This is a little bit of a tough design. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
Now our boxes are back. Anyway,
So someone encouraged you to put some
bigger
rainbow
sets
sets
together. Rainbow sets.
So that's fun.
Yeah, and I'm so excited to try to put 25 of these together for a rainbow kit.
Plus
And-
that's kind of a, you know how in any work, some of the jobs are tedious and some of the jobs are more fun.
yeah,
And putting together, like picking colors of minis or embroidery floss and putting them together, like that's a fun job.
oh yeah,
So
I love that.
that's
Just
easier to do
getting to
than
play with color. Yeah,
washing pots.
yeah, that's probably the least fun job that we have. Although if you have the right music, it can
You know,
be not
I
too
have to
bad.
say, I prefer washing pots to doing all the yarn washing.
Really?
Yes, even though I love the yarn, it just takes longer, and I like the satisfaction of like getting the pot
Seeing
clean.
the pots clean.
Yeah.
Well, you can come over anytime.
Well, I'm not saying I like it that much, but if those two options existed, I might choose to wash the pots.
Okay.
And you could wash the yarn. We'll have a cleanup day together.
All right. That sounds good. Okay, one last area is our
Finished objects.
finished objects. Do you have one?
You already showed your
I showed my
form.
skein.
Yeah.
That's my finished object and work in
Yes.
progress for next thing.
Yes. I will share a photo of the blanket, which did get finished, that my friends and I made at church, where we all knit or crocheted squares. They were supposed to be 6 inches. One person thought they were supposed to be 8 inches, but our crocheter, Jackie, was really good and like put them together, and she was so clever. She was like, oh, there were some corners that looked kind of wonky. So she crocheted little flowers and stuck them on those corners where they didn't quite go together. It's
what a
really
great
cute.
idea.
It's like a crazy quilt look. So
Yeah.
it's very cute. I will show a picture of that. So that's kind of a
fun.
finished object. And then my other finished object, it's almost finished. I still have a few ends to weave in. But I've been wanting to make this cowl. And I've kind of decided, I do like to have 2 projects going at once so I can go back and forth between them.
Uh-huh.
So I did this cowl and I got it done in like a week. It was really fast. It was with one of our mini sets that we did last year.
Cute. Oh, and it lays.
It lays really nicely. I haven't blocked it yet, but I think it'll be really nice. It was our seasonal celebrations. Last year we did a little once every quarter subscription box, and we had a mini set colorway, 5 mini skeins with colors of the season. This was our autumn one, which was based on mushrooms.
Mhm.
We didn't dye with mushrooms, but that was the color
color.
inspiration, was these different mushrooms.
Yeah.
And so I am just really happy with it. I really like how it turned out.
Yeah.
It is called Lophelia by Laura Ayler.
Lophelia.
It's not a new pattern. It's been made a whole bunch, but I thought it was really nice. And it is always nice to have another idea about what to make with mini skeins.
Yeah. Someone came by the studio this week and they saw all of our minis and said, well, what do you do with those? They're so small.
And we have several shawls. I
Yeah.
don't know that we have a cowl, so this will be good to have
Oh, yeah.
as an example. The one
Yeah.
thing that is a little bit different about it, you can see there are these garter sections that are the plain sort of peachy rose color.
Mm-hmm.
And you need about 140 yards of that. The mini skeins are 80 yards each.
Ah.
So
yeah.
in this particular set, we had 2 mini skeins that were pretty close to each other, except one had a little speckle in it. So I used that little speckle one as the first lace section.
Yeah.
And then I knew I would eventually run out of this color, which I did, like right here. You can see I had to start substituting the speckled version. So this particular garter,
but it looks like
but
you're fading in.
Yeah, it doesn't really, you don't really notice it so much.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose to do it that way, and then do the light, the sort of the fade with these 3. So
yeah.
you could get 6 skeins and have 2 for your background color and then 4 accent colors.
Yeah.
You don't really need that much yardage, but if you wanted to truly follow the pattern, that is how the pattern was
Would
done,
be
with
written.
the same background color and then 4 accent colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that is my finished object. Yeah.
Great.
How about you? Do you have another finished object?
No.
You've been spinning so much.
I've been
so you're
spinning so much, but spinning and traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I made good progress on my knitting and my spinning.
Right. Next month, you'll have your finished top.
Yes. And maybe
And
the
maybe
kimono
the
cardigan.
Right. I'll probably have the kimono cardigan too. I do have knitting plans for my travel projects. I think we may have talked about this on a prior show, but like I plan that before I actually plan what I'm taking to wear.
Oh, I do too.
Like, what's the perfect travel project? And
Right. And do I have
what
the
is this trip
skeins
like?
wound?
Yeah, are the skeins wound? And is it a trip where I want an intricate project or an easy project, depending on what I'm going to be doing and how long I'm going to be gone and how much yarn I want to take and, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So,
I do the same thing.
yeah, I have plans for my travel knitting.
Great. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us this month. We hope you're having a good summer. I hope you are all smarter than I am and are taking at least 2 weeks off this summer.
If you can. We
If you
realize
can, right.
a lot of people don't have that luxury too. But if you have time to
Yes.
focus on your making.
What makes you
yourself.
happy.
Yeah. It's good.
And maybe we'll see you from France
Yeah.
next month.
I'm sure we ought to have not a live, that would be the wrong timing,
Right.
maybe.
But we could film it in France.
We could
And I'm
film
sure we'll film
with
a
the
lot
group.
we'll have so much video. The royal we. Michelle will have so much video to edit when we get back
That's
from our
right.
class and all the things that
All
we're
the
going to be
things.
learning and doing.
That's
So-
what I can do on the plane ride home.
Yeah, right.
Because we stay up on the way back. Try to sleep on the way there.
Yes.
Stay up on the way back.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to try to do. Yeah.
All right.
So stay tuned.
Well, thanks for joining us, and we hope you create, connect, and celebrate community.
Bye.
Bye.